Hello beer viewers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets. Today looking at a beer from Spain, a Spanish craft beer. This one was sent out to me from an import company and a distribution company in Spain called Beerbox. I've met the guys from Beerbox a few times at CBC, and they've always said you need to try some Spanish craft beer other than Napa beer, for example. And what was the other one? I've reviewed another, they made like Thundra and Moose Isle and, okay, their name escapes me right now, but they send out some Spanish craft beer, which is awesome, especially because I haven't had much. So they wanted me to try more, as I said, and the cool thing about this, they have like bottled on dates and best before and everything. I've been sitting on this a little because I got this box like the same time I got the Treehouse stuff, and I wanted that freshest. So this is not super fresh, it's still for only 2 months old, so it should be good still. And this is, yeah, from Fort Cerveza Artesanal. I said Artesanal almost like it was Dutch there. I don't speak Spanish, that's why. So let's just say Cerveza Fort, and this is their IPA. It's an IPA on 7%. And I'm not sure if the recipe is the same still, but they use some Maris Otter malt and some crystal malt, and then they also use hop-wise Pacific Gem, I guess for bittering, and then Simcoe. So I think this might be a dank tank. This is a very dark IPA too. 7% as I said, and again thanks a bunch to Beerbox for the beer. Yeah, that is very dark. There's definitely some crystal malts in there too. It's like almost a dark amber, like really dark orange color. One finger of a beige-ish head. Let's check out the aroma on it. Oops. Dank tank though. Yeah. Super Simcoe forward. It's got like that pineapple sweetness. You get that kind of dank, earthy, resiny, garlicky thing going. Also a little bit of pineapple. Lots of grapefruit, a little bit of sweet citrus, and there's definitely also a little bit of a malt backbone to it, like a slight caramel kind of note. Yeah, a little bit of a sweet kind of breadiness, sweet malt. There's definitely, this is more like your more old school American style IPAs with more of a mix of malt and hop flavor, but still it smells pretty nice. I mean, if you like Simcoe hops, it should be good. So let's give the Cerveza Fort IPA a taste. Cheers, and thanks to Beerbox for the beer. Grapefruit bomb. Lots of grapefruit. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's no Treehouse beer, but I shouldn't start comparing every single IPA I drink now to Treehouse, because then most IPAs wouldn't stand a chance. But this is more of an old school American style IPA with lots of grapefruit, a little bit of pineapple, some sweet citrus, and that resiny, earthy, oniony, garlicky flavor and sweetness. I mean, it's quite, maybe a little too cold now. That's also a thing I learned with the whole Treehouse thing, is like drinking IPAs a little bit warmer, because you actually mask some of the flavor, I think, when it's ice cold. But there is definitely some malt flavor to it as well. There's like a caramel, like toffee flavor almost, with the sweet malt. It still tastes pretty fresh. There's like no tea leaf flavor, but like a lot of bitterness on the back end as well, and that nice kind of intense dankness with earthy resiny. I mean, if you're very into the more old school American style IPAs, I think you'd like this a lot. And it is a pretty nice drinking IPA. So rating wise, let's go with an 85 on this one. It's a pretty solid, more old school American IPA, but nothing that's blowing my socks off. But I mean, still nice stuff. If you're in Spain and this is a local IPA, I'd be pretty satisfied with drinking this in the hot Spanish sun. So guys, if you guys get the chance, check out the Fort India Pale Ale from Cerveza Fort in Spain. And thanks to Beerbox for the beer. And as always guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And I want to say cheers and see you guys in another beer review.